And now we have your main event of the evening. Kevin Steen getting the jump on Super Dragon, lying in wait, and now putting the boots to him. And the match hasn't even started, but Kevin Steen is already just taking it to Super Dragon. And you know what? I can't say I blame him, Disco Machine. He's already had to face 3 men to become the #1 contender for the PWG Championship. And now, tonight, is his chance. This is his chance to win the title from Super Dragon. And the best and quickest way to do it is to attack Dragon from behind, is to get in some cheap shots and get the quick victory. But all he has to do now is just roll him into the ring for the match to actually start. Now, Steen is somewhat wasting time and almost wasting that fan's precious bottled liquor.
Did he bring liquor in?
I think he did.
Well, he should be ejected immediately.
But now Steen is just... Dragon rocks Steen with an elbow, but Steen rocking Dragon with shots of his own, and now Kevin Steen, Mr. Wrestling, more like Mr. Fighting at this stage of the game.
Mr. Brawling by any chance.
Rolls Dragon into the match, and now rolls him into the ring, and now the match finally starts as Kevin Steen takes Super Dragon off his feet. 2 count only. Super Dragon very quickly to kick out. But Kevin Steen is he is a house of fire. He is a man possessed. He has one goal on his mind, and that is to take the PWG Championship away from Super Dragon. But Super Dragon trying his damnedest to keep that belt and keep Kevin Steen's hands off of it. Now Dragon rolls through. Kevin Steen breaks out, boots him in the midsection. And now he's going for it. He's going for the package pile driver already. Now Super Dragon going for the curb stop, but Kevin Steen blocking it, and those closed fists to right between the eyes of Super Dragon, taking him off his feet. And you know what, Disco Machine? Our biggest event ever in PWG company history coming up next month. All-Star Weekend, 2 nights of the biggest stars of professional wrestling. And could you imagine what a showpiece for Kevin Steen it would be to walk into that event, or those events, with the PWG title right around his waist?
I would have to put him,
over the moon.
It would launch him over the moon and possibly onto the rings of Saturn.
Incredible. But Kevin Steen won't be walking away with the title as long as Super Dragon has Kevin Steen's head scissored in between those legs and just squeezing the vice-like grip, just driving the oxygen out of the lungs or closing off the throat of Kevin Steen. You can see Steen a bit woozy from the head scissors applied by Super Dragon. But Super Dragon now adding insult to injury, booting Steen in the head, snapmare takeover, and the knee drop to the back of Kevin Steen's head. Now Dragon running off the ropes, drops the knee across the chest of Kevin Steen. He hooks the leg, 1, 2 count only, is Kevin Steen able to kick out.
Now Kevin Steen's sound game plan of attacking Dragon before the belt actually had worked, but now Super Dragon is...
it had worked, but he slipped up for just a half second and allowed Super Dragon to catch his wind, and now Super Dragon is going full bore on Kevin Steen, just relentlessly attacking Mr. Wrestling. The back elbow taking him off of his feet. Super Dragon covers, 2 count only, says referee Rick Knox.
And we've said this many times before that Kevin Steen has made along with El Generico, has made a huge impact with PWG. And here is Kevin Steen now in a title match.
Kevin Steen he pinned El Generico earlier, but defeated AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels. And, and that is nothing to scoff at. And now going on to face Super Dragon for the PWG Championship. But Disco Machine, he was in a match with El Generico, AJ Styles, and Christopher Daniels earlier. There's a lot to be said about that. And Super Dragon coming into this match fresh. I mean, Steen got the jump on him earlier, but Super Dragon he didn't have to wrestle 20 minutes earlier in the night. And now going for the running elbow in the corner. Kevin Steen all tied up now. Snapmare again. Super Dragon covers him. 1 count. Kevin Steen able to kick out, perhaps trying to send a message to Super Dragon saying it'll take more than that to beat me, buddy. But now Kevin Steen is very slow to get back up to his feet. Super Dragon going for the Psycho Driver. Well scouted by Kevin Steen. Steen makes it to the ropes, preventing the attack from Super Dragon. Dragon just hammering Steen on the back. Now going for the Psycho Driver again. Steen goes up and over the ropes, but elbows Super Dragon in the face repeatedly. Now going for the springing in flatliner we've seen him do before. And now Kevin Steen on the outside. Super Dragon totally cut low. Comes up with nothing. Super Dragon dives to nothing on the outside as Kevin Steen dodges out of the way. Incredible disco machine.
Tope con nada. Nothing but the el piso, as the Mexican would say. The floor and the chairs. And now Kevin Steen really laying it into him. And what will Kevin Steen do?
That was the opening that Kevin Steen needed. Now he's taking advantage, just firing in those right hands to Super Dragon. Now Steen comes up and he slipped off the turnbuckle, but he managed to twist, so he just came down on the knee of Super Dragon. You can see Dragon clutching that knee, and now Kevin Steen getting into it with fans at ringside who don't appreciate his acrobatic ability. And
Kevin Steen really John with his fans.
Steen may be a bit upset at himself, upset at the fans, but the lapse in concentration doesn't seem to have given Dragon any opportunity to get back into the match. As you can see, he's clutching the knee from how Kevin Steen came down on it. And Steen with his boot across the throat of Super Dragon, just talking 10 kinds of shit to him.
Unbelievable.
Have you ever seen 10 kinds of shit?
I don't want to see 10 kinds of shit.
But that's what Kevin Steen was doing, and now he's rolling Super Dragon back into the ring. And you know what, Disco Machine, we've said it before. You can't win the PWG Championship on the outside. You have to bring the man into the ring and hit him with a diving dropkick like that. Two count only as Kevin Steen comes up with only a 2 count. Dragon able to kick out. Now Kevin Steen, he's got Super Dragon hooked in the leg, full Nelson.
One of Super Dragon's
did, exactly. And now he's with the heel kicks to the back of Super Dragon's head. He's wrenching forward with that. But Dragon's been doing this move for years. He knows how to get out of it. At least I think he would. It doesn't seem like it, but and now Kevin Steen just putting the pressure on Super Dragon. Super Dragon, it looks like the fastest way to get out of this hole is to get your feet on the rope.
That's right.
As he does, now Kevin Steen's forced to break it up by PWG senior official Rick Knox.
Now, Kevin Steen, he's very young, and he's very young in the sport as well. And sometimes it seems to me that he doesn't really know his own strength and what his ability.
He's like some crazy retard.
He's like a crazy retard. He had escaped fourth period, and he's running out. He's running into the street. You can't control him. That is Kevin Steen.
Kevin Steen, a crazy retard. And now he's going for a crazy retard suplex, and he hits it. Super Dragon, you can see. Now Kevin Steen
making a huge mistake.
He's discounting Super Dragon rather than focusing on the task at hand, rather than keeping his eye on the PWG Championship. Kevin Steen is letting the fans get to him, letting the fans get in his head, and that is the biggest mistake you can make against Super Dragon. So just take your eye off him for a second.
And now Kevin Steen trying to get the fans into it. Now this lack of focus could actually go against him. Can you imagine going into our biggest weekend that we've had ever in PWG, All-Star Weekend, as a champion? I don't think that Kevin Steen is even thinking about that. He'd rather jaw with the fans. But he really needs to take it to Super Dragon. And here he is, with that neck breaker to the knee.
Kevin Steen covers him 1, 2 count as Super Dragon able to kick out. And Rick Knox, Kevin Steen and Rick Knox. Steen shot Knox a pretty hard look right there.
Yeah.
I think Rick Knox, you better have somebody else start his car after the match tonight.
Are you insinuating that Kevin Steen is a car bomber?
Maybe. I don't know what those Canadian people do. Flipping leg drop. Kevin Steen's calf just coming across the face of Super Dragon. And Super Dragon, you can see his head just like a bobblehead on Chauncey Billups night at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
Oh my God. Now tell me something. Now, he actually used the leg without the knee brace. But I remember you telling me something about a can opener.
That's very true.
In
professional football, they call those large metallic knee braces a can opener because oftentimes those metallic knee braces will get caught in a player's football helmet and pop their helmet right off, much like a can is opened by a metal can opener. That's right. Yeah. And Kevin Steen rushing Super Dragon into the corner, much like he did when he played on the Montreal Alouettes. And now Steen got Super Dragon backed up into the corner. He's shooting him in pillar to post, but Super Dragon reverses. Steen ducks out of the way as Super Dragon comes up with nothing. That knee that was injured previously by Kevin Steen's dive again hits the top turnbuckle. You can see Super Dragon clutching it, and Kevin Steen picking Super Dragon up. He's pulling him by that knee and arm, and now trying to get him into place for something. He's going for, I think he's calling for the foot stomps disco machine. He is. He's called for the foot stomp off the top to the back of Super Dragon's head. But he, again, wasting too much time on the fans at ringside, allowing Super Dragon to get back into it, going for that flatliner, but Super Dragon saw it coming and hits him with a series of elbows to the face and that rolling kick to Kevin Steen. Now Dragon, a tope con hello, finding its mark, and Super Dragon. Kevin Steen gets an ass full of Super Dragon. Kevin Steen knock off his feet. He may have hit his head on those chairs at ringside, and Super Dragon just content to take his time to regroup on the outside before pressing the attack on Kevin Steen.
Now, Kevin Steen's lack of focus could actually be the direct result of him getting that tope con hilo from Super Dragon, because if he kept his attention and his game plan intact, I don't think that would have happened.
No, it most definitely would not have. But you mentioned it before, Kevin Steen very young in the sport of professional wrestling, and that's one of the sports that young professional wrestlers make. They take their focus off the match, they take their focus off the task at hand, and they let the crowd affect them rather than just blocking out the crowd, being focused, having that singular vision. They let the crowd affect them.
Go for that curb stomp.
The curb stomp, and Kevin Steen on the receiving end of a foot stomp, and now Kevin Steen, had he been more focused, he wouldn't be in the position to receive a curb stomp, much like he is right now. This is a very, very bad position for Kevin Steen to be in. Super Dragon's got him all hooked up, and curb stomp. Kevin Steen gets an intimate view of the mat as his body just sent into convulsions as Super Dragon stomping Kevin Steen. The fans calling for one more time, and Super Dragon happy to oblige them. The curb stomp, and now Kevin Steen, small package of 1, 2 count. Only Kevin Steen very nearly came away with the belt, but Super Dragon sweeps out the legs of Kevin Steen. Now he's got him hooked in, and Kevin Steen fighting it, trying to block it, but Kevin Steen is hooked in, and now Super Dragon slapping him in the head repeatedly. Now hooks up the arms. He's got him locked in. Curb stomp again. Kevin Steen face first with the center of the ring. 1, 2 count as Kevin Steen able to kick out.
Unbelievable. Super Dragon's 2 curb stomps, and now what is he going to be going for? Could it be the senton off the top that we've seen him use before? Could it be the foot stomps? It could be.
It's got to be the cannonball senton. It looks like it. It is the cannonball senton. He finds his target. 1, 2 count as Kevin Steen kicks out. Now, Disco Machine, we talked about Steen's focus. Maybe that's not all that it could be. But Kevin Steen's heart, Kevin Steen's want for the PWG Championship, that is at 100%. Kevin Steen is not going to give up that easily. He's not going to get pinned by Super Dragon that easily. Kevin Steen able to kick out of the 2 curb stomps. Kevin Steen able to kick out of the cannonball senton. And now knocking Super Dragon off of the top rope. He's got him hooked up in a Death Valley Drive. No! A gut buster from Kevin Steen. Now Steen has got Dragon laid out prone. He ascends to the top turnbuckle. Picture perfect moonsault, hooking the leg. 1, 2 count. Super Dragon able to kick out. You can see frustration and disappointment written all over the face, and big black chisel tip Sharpie marker all over the face of Kevin Steen.
Kevin Steen, a gorgeous moonsault, but he cannot put down the PWG champion, Super Dragon. Both very, very slow.
Excuse me.
Their feet. Excalibur.
Some water went down the wrong pipe.
Losing wind as fast as Excalibur also wheezing. 3 men are down. Excalibur, Kevin Steen, Super Dragon.
I need some sort of resuscitation.
Rick Knox putting the count on all 3 men. And now, first to his feet.
It's Kevin Steen. I'm calling this match from my back on the floor.
Kevin Steen using
the 8 of the ropes, gets him to his feet. Now Super Dragon shoots Steen up and over the top. Steen blocks it. Dragon. Now Kevin Steen hits the flyover flatliner. He's got him down. He hooks the leg. 1, 2. 2 count. Super Dragon kicks out unbelievably.
One more count and we would have had a new PWG champion. But no, Kevin Steen has to get his game plan together.
Kevin Steen needs to think about what it will take to put away Super Dragon at this point. Will it be the package pile driver? We've seen him finish many opponents with a package pile driver. Perhaps one of the most deadly moves in professional wrestling today. Could he be going? Could he go again for that gorgeous moonsault off the top? Or could Kevin Steen even reach further into Super Dragon's bag of tricks and pull out the Psycho Driver?
That's right.
You know, I wouldn't put it past Kevin Steen.
Not at all. Looks like he's going for that package pile driver.
He's trying to hook him up for it, but no, Super Dragon reverses. He floats under, and now elbows him, takes him down to Huracan Rana. Now Super Dragon running off the ropes. Lays out Kevin Steen with a huge lariat. 2 count as Kevin Steen able to kick out. Kevin Steen, he has the heart of a champion. All that's missing is the belt, but he's got to go through Super Dragon to get it, Disco.
Unbelievable action we've seen from these two men. These two great competitors. And Kevin Steen, we have to put it over that Kevin Steen has already wrestled an incredible match earlier tonight, and now going against a PWG champion and coming within a hair's breadth of winning that.
It deserves saying indeed, Disco. Kevin Steen defeating 3 men. Not only did he pin El Generico, but by proxy he defeated AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels in order to be in this match, in order to become the #1 contender for the PWG Championship. Super Dragon misses the diving footstops. Kevin Steen with a lariat of his own levels Super Dragon, and now he's got him. He's got the leg hooked. Fisherman's Buster. He hooks the leg. 1, 2 count. Super Dragon able to kick out Kevin Steen. You can see frustration and disappointment just all over his face, dripping out of every pore of his body, Disco Machine. Now, Super Dragon just trying all he can to bring himself back into this match, to cut off Kevin Steen's advantage, to cut off Kevin Steen's run of offense. And Super Dragon needs desperately to stem the flow of Kevin Steen's offense, or else he is going to lose the PWG Championship tonight.
And Super Dragon does not look like he's going to get up, and he could be out. He could be out on his feet, or actually out on his back.
Now Kevin Steen hooking up Super Dragon, could be for the curb stomp. Rolling over Super Dragon. He got the legs grapevine. Super Dragon doesn't want to give up the arms, but Kevin Steen pulling him up, and now he's got him hooked. Vicious curve stomp from Kevin Steen. The curve stomp is just laid out Super Dragon. Now Kevin Steen hoisting up Super Dragon. Super Dragon is just 200 pounds of dead weight.
This could be the package pile driver. This is actually do it.
Steen's got him hooked up. He brings up package pile driver. Package pile driver. This is it, Disco Machine. He's got him hooked. 1, 2. Super Dragon kick out of the package pile driver. I cannot believe it, Disco Machine. Oh my God. What resilience by Super Dragon.
How does one kick out of an incredible move like that? I will never know.
But Super Dragon doing the smart thing, able to expend his very, very last amount of effort on kicking out of the package pile driver, and almost by instinct rolling out to the floor where he cannot lose the title. He can lose the match, as we saw with Samoa Joe, but he won't lose the title.
Now, Kevin Steen rolling him back in. If he rolls him in,
you can see Super Dragon just dead weight. Kevin Steen has to struggle to get Super Dragon back in the ring. But now that he's got him there, Kevin Steen is gonna. He might as well try for another package pile driver in order to put him away. Kevin Steen is in charge of this match. He's like large.
No, he's gonna hit the Psycho Driver.
He's going for it. He's got Super Dragon hooked up. Super Dragon reverses a boot to the midsection. Super Dragon. He's got Steen hooked up. Package pile driver. 1, 2, 3. Super Dragon pins Kevin Steen with his own move.